Coronavirus canceled my St. Patrick's Day weekend plans, so here we are. What's up, folks? Aaron here from my car after a gym workout because, well, this turned into a Plan B kind of weekend. Obviously, everyone is flipping out about the stupid coronavirus still. And then we got snow here in South Dakota. So now running outside, which was not my plan for the day anyway. My plan for the day was to be doing a pub crawl with some of my developer friends and spending too much money on booze and Irish food. But the parade's canceled, everybody's anyway. So, thank you, Corona-chan. You know, this is my main thing I'm going to talk about today. This feels a lot like the end, like December 1999. I think I've talked about this before, but just for anyone too young to remember December 99 and the Y2K bug, the Y2K bug was going to destroy us all. This was because back in the 70s and 80s, nobody had figured that their COBOL and C programs would still be running 20 years later. Space on early computers was very limited, and so everyone was using a 2-digit year. And then Y2K was coming, and the year was going to roll over to 00. Computers were all going to go, it's earlier than our earliest date, because one thing that a lot of people don't know is a lot of computer systems define like a first date, and it's usually something like 1969 or 1900. Anyway, so the year rolls over to 00. The computers all go, it's 1900. There's something wrong, shut down. And the stock market was going to crash, and the municipal water supply was going to stop running, and basically everything that relied on computers was just going to fall apart at the stroke of midnight as it rolled around the world. And people were freaked out. I mean, the news had been beating this drum for like 2 years at this point. You know, Y2K, Y2K, Y2K. Stuff was getting sold as Y2K compliant for software. You could get a Y2K ready test CD to run on your computer to see if your computer was going to stop running on January 1st, year 2000. That was just the practical stuff. And then people were freaking out. Generators were flying off the shelves. Bottled water was flying off the shelves. And this is where my personal anecdote part of the story comes in, which is I worked at a bottled water store. And we could not keep bottles in the store. We sold out of every single bottle we had. We couldn't get our supplier to send us more bottles. I actually drove a personal vehicle like an hour and a half to a warehouse at one point to pick up a couple pallets of bottles, and we sold them within 2 days. We marked up the prices and we sold them in 2 days. It was insane. We ran out of water. The way our system worked, we were just a water purification shop, and we sold bottled water, and the way that worked is we had a bunch of stuff in the back that purified municipal water, and it could make about 5 gallons a minute. Well, we had 4 sinks in the front that could dispense 40 gallons a minute. So if you're doing the math here, got 5 gallons coming in the back, 40 gallons going out the front. Obviously, something's got to give. Well, the 5 gallons went into a 150-gallon holding tank, and the holding tank is what the faucets up front dispensed water out of. We drained the holding tank in December. Now, I'd seen the holding tank get drained a few times on very hot July and August days when everyone's hot and drinking extra water and coming in, but never in December. It was insane. We did it consistently for the week leading up to New Year's Eve. It was just this weird feeling in the air. Like, and it gets to a point, and this is kind of where I'm really going to tie this in with coronavirus stuff, is like it starts with the easily panicked people, with the spooked people. And they start panic buying. And the problem is, once you get a critical mass of panic buying sheep, then everybody else has to go buy some too, lest they completely run out. I mean, like this whole idiotic toilet paper thing where it's, I mean, at some point, even if you're not panic buying, you look around your house and go, I don't know if the stores are going to have toilet paper back in stock for another month. Do I have a month's worth of toilet paper in the house right now? And since most people budget on a week-to-week or at least a 2-week basis, that's what we do. We basically have a fortnightly budget, if they budget at all. The answer for most people is no, I don't have a month's worth of toilet paper in stock at any given moment. Okay, I gotta go to the store now. And then elbows get thrown and people are fighting over the last roll of Charmin, and it's just stupid. Okay, this whole thing is stupid. I saw a stat today. I'm recording this on Saturday, March 14th. Okay, I saw a stat today. There's been 51 deaths in the U.S. over this, with 5,000 some odd diagnosed cases. Okay, that is slightly less than a 1% mortality rate. And a big chunk of those came from an assisted living facility in Kirkland, Washington, where there was a whole cluster of people who are older, immunocompromised, and not in great health. And that sucks, and I feel really bad for their families. And that nursing home was like 3 blocks from where my family and I lived for like 7 years. So I know right where that is. And again, my heart goes out to those folks who just lost grandma or grandpa. But, let's not get panicked here, folks. The flu kills 60,000 people a year, okay? The friggin' flu. That there's a stupid flu shot for. Granted, it's a crapshoot whether if you get the flu shot, you're going to get the flu anyway. But there's a flu shot. And half the time, people don't bother to get, whatever. The point is, the flu kills 60,000 people a year. The swine flu, H1N1, from 2009, killed a crap ton more people. And I remember we were all making jokes about it at PAX. We were calling the PAX strain the H1 Nerd 1. There was not this level of panic over a nothing burger. It's just, I'd like to say I don't understand why there's a panic, but I feel I have a pretty good idea why there's a panic. There's a panic because, one, the mainstream media and their Democrat allies, but I repeat myself, want a panic because they think they can hang this around President Trump's neck, just like they hung the Hurricane Katrina response around President Bush's neck. So this is their latest thing since Russia, and collusion, and quid pro quo, and again, Russia, all landed like wet, flaccid balloons. So we got to make people panicked about something. And then the second thing is, you know what? Okay, in 2009, yes, we had Facebook and Twitter. I don't remember if we had Instagram, but I don't know if there was anybody on Instagram at that point. But there definitely wasn't the massive adoption of social media like there is now. And I think that's part of the problem because, like, everybody saw Western Washington, get sold out of toilet paper. The next thing that goes through everybody's head is, oh, that's coming here. And now everybody here, wherever here is going to go run and buy toilet paper. So I'd better go buy toilet paper. And it just creates the panic. Just, this whole thing is stupid, and I refuse to participate, is basically what I'm getting at. I went to the gym. I would have gone downtown and gone drinking anyway, but there's a budget thing, and I just couldn't justify. Look, if my friends aren't, it's kind of sad if you're going to go to a pub and drink alone. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Just I refuse to participate in this stupid nonsense. And I hope that the people who watch me, I hope you aren't participating either, because this is stupid. Just wash your dang hands. Don't cough on people. We should have learned this in we teach this in preschool. How hard is it? Okay. I think that's enough for me. I'm just ranting because I'm frustrated, and I just ran 9 miles when I wish I'd been out drinking. So, all right, rant off. Time for the cranky old man to go home and drink a beer at home. We'll see you next week if Corona Chan hasn't gotten me. All right. Stay safe, take care, and till next time, remember, keep knees in the breeze, shiny side up, and wash your dang hands. Bye, everybody.